Definitely some belief changes, which unless, at least in my case, the way I feel it, unless I change a belief system, I can't, or it's very difficult to change my behavior. So if I believe a certain way, I'm going to act most times in accordance with that belief. And being able to dig deep and change beliefs, I'm able now, it's so much easier. I mean, again, I didn't have to think about it. The belief has changed, so now my thoughts change, therefore my speech and my actions change regarding those things.
I would say what really changed, what like the big shift is understanding that if I'm going to make a commitment to anything in my life, it doesn't have to be this, but I want it to be this. I know what kind of results and what kind of impact even that whatever percentage I was doing had on my life and the life of other people around me. So right now, it really just makes more sense than it's ever made to me that going 100% into this will have exponential results for both myself and for everybody else. And it's not something that I have to do. It's not something that I am thinking about doing. It's really just something that I am doing. Not something, not even something that I do, something that I am. And really intertwining that shit with who I am so that I don't have to think about doing it. It's just something that happens because that's just who I am.
A lot of, I will say not a lot, but a couple of beliefs that were holding me back. So, like very specific things. It's like, for example, the thing of loving yourself unconditionally, of stop lying to yourself, stop blaming, criticizing, complaining, like all these things that are very evident, very clear, like do this or this is not necessary, you have to, or it's important if you implement this. So beliefs that I was holding on to that were not serving me, it's like, okay, I don't need this anymore, this changed, so I can do this instead.
So when we first started the retreat day one, Rome asked us to make a list of things that we wanted to change in our lives, and he asked us whether it's an interest or a commitment. And the things that I really wanted to implement were simple. They were meditating, they were maybe writing in the journal or waking up earlier, reading sometime before bed. And at first, like the gut, like in the bottom of my heart, it was like an interest. But as the days went by, I just felt the connection between like what I wanted to do and me, and it was like now it's a commitment. There's no like excuse. And like the one thing that stood out to me, the big message from this whole retreat is like smiling through the pain. And I'm gonna just use the same example over and over again. It's like when you're holding a plank and you want to give up and it's like hard, like those like everything after that is like where you gain all your strength. So now anytime, like I don't know, like this morning it was a simple thing, like I didn't want to like fold something, just like leave it for later. And I was like, no, like this is like the pain, I have to fold it and I have to just do it. So I really am taking that message and just implementing it to like anything and everything that makes me uncomfortable.
I think the main thing is like realizing what's important to me, right? Instead of like maybe things that I'm not even aware of that was like placed on me because of my environment, people I'm around, you know, and that's really huge because especially in Brooklyn, it's like it's so like, you know, it's what people are doing. It's like you're always looking at what people are doing and it like rubs off on you. And it's like coming over here, it was like a cleanse. It was like a detox from that environment. And even though it's like I've been kind of like on my own, like doing my own thing, coming over here, it was just like a bath, you know? It's like cleaning everything off. It's like, all right, I'm gonna start fresh. So, it's awesome.
The most that changed how I see the world. Because if you live in your comfort zone all the time and you hang out with people that you know, it's really easy to just give up on your dreams maybe, and you just say, okay, my life is good, I have some money and it's better than the average people. But as I saw here, when you hang up with awesome people like you, Rome and Dimitri, everyone, you see another world that exists, that your life is not perfect at home, that it can be much better and you can enjoy it much more, and that this is not just a testing. This is real life. This is it. If you will not do it now, you will never do it. And I think if I would not come here, I would wake up, I would be 50, I would say, fuck, the life just passed by and I was just wishing for everything and I was never committed to that. So yeah, it's great.
I think my resolve, my belief in what needs to happen, like with the daily routines, the direct correlation between doing the work and being happy. And I've always been half-stepping. I've always been interested in that and not committed. And that's what changed that commitment. That's one of the biggest things. So.
I always needed a lot of approval from everyone else, like without even realizing it. I just lived based on this person needs this person needs this. Oh, I'm gonna fuck up this so this person doesn't feel bad and jealous of me. Like my whole life was just based on not having anyone feel anything negative towards me because I didn't want that. And I realized I was super wrong. And I've learned to, in these 4 days, I've learned to be uncomfortable and maybe I want to say something and I don't. And then every time I don't, I feel like I learned a lot from listening and I actually did those people even more of a favor when I wasn't, trying to make them happy or actually do them a favor. And that's the best part. When you're just real, you have the best effect on everyone around you and yourself. And you don't even have to try. It's the thing, you don't have to tell them anything or do, you just have to do you and everything will just click and it's awesome to see.
I think this week really we dug down deep and for sure didn't allow, I didn't know, I guess I can speak for myself. I personally didn't allow myself to be comfortable. I think I learned a lot more about myself. I think I feel more comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. More comfortable kind of not just looking at the at the surface, but really kind of digging deeper to better understand why I feel certain things, why I do certain things or think certain things, and I'm excited to kind of see how that evolves and that continues after we head home.